Good morning. It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I tell you what, it's Fun Friday, and I am absolutely looking forward to a wonderful weekend. Oh man, look, we're trying to pull TikTok in. We've got everybody else in. Let's welcome Facebook Live, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, and guess what? We got TikTok up and popping. I tell you what, y'all, I am very excited. I am so glad to see the warm. I'm over the cold, but I'm telling you what, it is a beautiful spring day. And I tell you what, I hope you all get a chance to go out there, do something fun. As a matter of fact, y'all go into the chat. Let me know what you're going to do. Let me know what's happening in your city. And let's shout out folk that respond and tell them thank you for joining. Thank you for their support. All you all out there. Look, don't forget to go to our newest channel on YouTube. That's FYI Radio Show host Yolanda Hinton. You can always go to Crystal Records 1, CRISTO Records 1. Don't forget Facebook Live, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Make sure you subscribe, follow us, and we promise we follow you back. I say we because Mr. E is usually here. Shout out to Mr. E. Mr. E, poor thing, been caught up in all kind of meetings and whatnot. He was coming on the last few months, but he always had to leave to go in a meeting. So we just want to shout him out. We're going to have a good time, Mr. E. Sorry you can't be with us on Fun Friday, but we're going to hold it down because we got a great guest today. I can't wait to talk with her. This is FYI special segment. What's in your closet? We usually talk about women's issues and things like that, but we have a beautiful woman here with us, and we're going to talk about what's new and what's happening around the town. Woo, lady, Tanya Rollins Shadley, TS Productions. Good morning.
Good morning. TRS in the building.
It's Friday. Everyone, what's going on? TRS, I tell you what, it's so much happening, Tanya. First of all, we want to welcome you to FYI, and I want you to tell our listeners and viewers a little bit about yourself.
Yes, absolutely. So happy to be here with everyone on today. I am Tanya Rollins Shadley, TRS Empire Builder. How are you? So I always tell people that I love using the arts to heal. I love building community and showcasing the local talented artists that are right here from the 757. So I got my start very early in singing. I was little at 5 at my church. Randy Walston put a mic in my hand. I was like, ooh, I like the way this feels. And then I went to Norfolk State with NSU players. My auntie took me to a stage play audition under the direction of DeShera Sunshine Rainey, rest in peace. My auntie said, listen, I got somebody that can act, and took me in there to audition at 8. And I was in my first play called Black Girl with NSU Players. And I was like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. So I've been afforded and blessed to be able to do this for the past 30 plus years. Really full-time, going from governor school to working on the Spirit of Norfolk, to then writing and directing people's plays and projects, and then starting to like, wait a minute, I want to do my own thing. So I'm super happy to be here as always. This is like home to me. Anytime we're doing projects, or you always welcome us here to kind of share all the things that are happening. There's so much to share on this Fun Friday. So I'm happy to be here.
Wow. Beside all that, you are a mother of how many children?
We have 3. Malik, who is our 19-year-old young man, and he's total care. Some people say special needs. We say differently able, because I just have a different way of getting it done. And then we have Malachi, our 15-year-old, who's actually in his first year of high school this year, and his first year attending the Governor School for the Arts. So shout out to them and him in the musical theater department. So it's crazy because I was in the Governor School again as a youth in the performing arts department, which is now the musical theater department. So to have the person that taught me during high school all the things and the skills, and now have him pouring into my son and those teachers, it's like really a full circle moment. And this is my first year teaching with the Governor School this year as well. So all these full circle moments happening. And then there's baby girl. She's the little mini me, my 20 me. I always say And she's 8 years old, Tatiana Shadley. She definitely thinks she runs the place. I told her she maybe a little bit when I'm not around.
I'll tell you what, I remember when she wasn't even here. When I met you, little baby Bird was not here.
Yes.
And Malik was, I don't know, Malik was a little boy.
Yes, he was a little thing.
Absolutely. And your little boy, I remember your other middle son, your middle baby, because he looks like you too. He's a mini me.
Yeah. So it's been really amazing to kind of see them, grow and learn in the midst of all the things that are happening, but, juggling a lot of hats. But they also understand, and I'm always so appreciative of the kids because, they have to sacrifice time with mom, right? So mom's out here building the community and making these impact moments happen, as well as being a platform for them where they have to share, mom a little bit more than maybe some of the other kids have to share their mommy. So I'm always grateful for the time that they give me to go out and do what I do.
Absolutely. And then you got your great support system, your husband. Shout out to Mr.
Shout out to the love of my life. We are actually going to be celebrating 20 years of marriage on next month. I'm so excited. That man has loved me since we have grown together. And literally, he saw the ideas when they were just ideas on a paper, when it sounded crazy. And I was like, babe, I want to go bigger. He was always the one that was backing everything. People think, I'm the mastermind behind it. I'm like, y'all really have no idea. It's really him. He's the backbone behind all the things, whether it's the heavy lifting or keeping me, my mental where it needs to be, praying over me, telling me, babe, you got this, all the things. He literally covers me. He's my best friend. I love him to life. Shout out to you, Melvin Shadley. Love you, babe.
I'll tell you what, I seen pictures of you all look like teenagers when you all first got together.
Listen.
It's so sweet.
And I told him the other day, I said, you still make me feel like I'm 17, which I love that about myself. That's a lot of people say, how y'all together so long? I'm like, that dude still makes me laugh like I'm 17. He still gives me butterflies. And the way he looks at me, make me look like he think I'm 16 still. That's why I'm in denial about my age. I feel like I'm 27 and a half because of the way he looked at me. Then I go to move too fast and I'm like, oh no, you really 45. Stop playing.
I tell you have all the energy in the world. And we love it. I mean, I absolutely love it. I remember going to a play and girl, you were doing that double dutch and I was screaming. I was screaming. It was absolutely wonderful. I said, who is that?
And I was playing a grandmother character in that one, so which was made it even funnier because everybody thought I was like 60-something years old at the time with all the gray hair and makeup and everything, how I talk and move and all of that. And they were really tripped out. Like, hold on, first of all, grandma was up there getting the way, but hold on, first of all, second of all, you're not a grandma.
It was so marvelous. And look, I've been following you ever since.
Yes.
Tell me about TRS production and when it started and why it started.
Absolutely. So TRS Productions started in 2006. I wanted to do a concert featuring some local talented musicians and myself. And so I rented out the Kempsville Recreation Center. It was our very first one. I didn't know much about promotion or anything like that. And we had about 27 people in the audience. And I think half of them was my family. But it's very humble beginnings, right? But I took from that knowledge and kind of learned and grew from that as well. So TRS Production started as a way of, I didn't want to wait for anybody to validate my talent level or the talent level of people that I thought were really good. So I said, why wait for validation when I could be the platform for them? And that was really what it started in 2006. I wanted to just feature local people that are right around this area that are really good. And I felt deserved the spotlight. And so I brought some musicians together and we did some singing and then that kind of matriculated to some other projects because I had already started working on other people's projects, directing their pieces. And, Tanya, I wrote this piece, but I don't know how to make it come to life. Can you come direct it? Sure. And I was in stage management and doing other things. And then I started saying, wait, let me start writing some pieces for myself. And so it birthed from just a concert. Then it went to, stage plays like my 9th Hour production. So to go from a house of 27, tickets sold to selling out Roper Theater, which is 900 plus seats. And we sold it out twice for my first big major piece. And this is one that I had like written, produced, directed, all of that for my first one. It was mind blowing, but it also showed me the power of community. Like this is what it looks like when we come together and me bringing in local talented people and not, the big names. And that's not to knock of anyone that chooses to go that route But I feel really good and stand firm since 2006. I've never bought in a big name for any of the pieces that I've done, productions, concerts, anything, because I'm like, there's a lot of, amazing talent right here, and I would rather feature the person that I'm more likely to run into the grocery store in 2 weeks, right, than the person that may come in and do an amazing job, but then they're gonna leave. I'm not gonna see them again until I got another check or something. So again, not a knock to however people do what they do, but I really take pride in local. I'm really homegrown myself, again, Norfolk native. So that was the start to TRS Productions, being able to do those concerts and stage plays and things. And then we kind of merged and grew a secondary program, which is TRS Kids Foundation. That's our nonprofit.
Yeah.
That is where the kids get to shine. So it's one thing to do things in, with the adults and all of that, being able to do classes and workshops and things like that, where people can hire my band, all of that. Matter of fact, we're at Cascades tonight, Cascades Lounge tonight. But to be able to do those awesome opportunities as well. But then when it came to the kids, I was the scholarship kid. I was the kid that needed, someone to see my potential and then give me a chance, because I had raw talent, but raw talent gets overlooked without training.
Yes.
I'm gonna say that one more time. Raw talent gets overlooked without training. So I said, I want to help bridge the gap, not only for opportunities like the Governor's School for the Arts. So, especially in certain communities, no one even knows what that program is. So being that I was able to be exposed to it, I'm like, wait, this is amazing. We need more kids, honestly, that are Black and brown faced to be able to have access to that. And that one thing is the biggest hurdle is them knowing about it, right? Having knowledge that that program exists. It's a trusted program, and it does really great work to really help level the playing field, to help prepare these kids to go on to some really amazing things. And so whether they choose to go into Broadway, New York, and all that like this stuff, or choose to go entrepreneurship, because I think the impact happens on both ways, right? Whether you choose to go that route, or if you're making waves in other, ways in other platforms or what have you. So I really am comfortable, and I take pride again with TRS Kids. We just had our 4th TRS kid that was admitted to the government school program, and I shout out to that. I'm so excited about that, because again, it is access. It is the possibility of these kids now having the good training and quality training that they've gone from. So even going from me, so bridging that gap with my programming, being able to pour into them, get them really trained in certain skill sets to prepare them for the best audition they can give. Then they can go in the room. Because I tell them, like I told Dr. Shelley, and shout out to her, the director of the Governor's School for the Arts, and Chip Gallagher over the musical theater department. I said, listen, I don't guarantee these kids a spot. What I do guarantee them is access to the room. When they get in there, I believe in them so much that they will solidify where they deserve to be there. And see, that's what we do that work on that end. And on the other end, I'm building up their confidence so they walk in the room with their head held high, knowing they deserve to be there.
Oh, I love that. Tanya, you had an opportunity, and we all saw it play out on television. You entered into a competition. Pharrell Williams did something a couple of years ago, and you was a recipient of one of the prizes. Can you tell us about that opportunity?
Well, you talking about the something in the water pitch?
The pitch is something that you had the big check and all that stuff a few years ago. I think 2 or 3 years.
Listen, I'm gonna shout out all the things, because I was like, thank you, Lord, because I had to remember which big check you was talking about. Thank you, Jesus. Yes, I've been afforded the opportunity to win a few pitch competitions in the area, whether it be like I said, Black brand or local Virginia Beach City competitions and things like that for pitching. So that was an opportunity for me to get in front of the audience and really just pitch myself, be able to tell what I'm doing and the impact that we're having in the community. And for me, again, it's not just about the performing arts part of it, it's the skill building. And then we got some other new projects that we're working on. We just successfully did through the Fringe Festival was about 2 weeks ago over at the Town Center in Virginia Beach. And it's a wonderful festival where they feature local artists with different projects that they're doing in regards to, like, some are singing, some are performing. And so we did a piece that I just wrote recently called 4 Ways. I am so excited about this project. Centera and CHKD and them are really interested. We started some conversations about maybe being able to do a tour with it. And it is a conversation between 4 differently abled mothers, but it's real. It's real. It's real. It's real. Like
Yes.
we go ahead and go there. And so Grace is a character that is just like, listen, today's a good day. So if tomorrow trouble comes, I'll deal with it tomorrow. But today I'm gonna breathe and stay okay right now. Joy is like, I'm so happy that my child is here, but I'm worried about how the world is going to treat my kid. Uh,
Yes.
Harmony is like, as long as I've got my binders, my tabs, my calendar book, I am good to go. If any of that deletes or goes away, I'm going to lose it. But as long as I've got that, I'm good. And
Yes.
Justina is like, hold on, we're not going to talk about how this is not fun. So
Oh,
all y'all happy all the time. We're not going to talk about how you upset because I'm upset, right? And so there's this conversation of transparency that happens between these women, and in the midst of it, they not only find that they're not in that journey alone, that they're on it together, and then they find family in that. And so it's a
yes.
real arts that heal moment, and I'm really excited about it because we're trying to also again do it in some different spaces and partner with like a talk back.
Yes.
So that's some of the other projects that we just won the Producer's Choice Award at French
Ooh.
Festival. Did the show Saturday and won an award on Sunday. I'm like,
Oh,
ooh, come on here, God.
yes. I saw the pics.
Yes, I'm very excited about that. And I feel
Absolutely.
like we're going to be able to take it around again and be that use that as a way to have real healthy conversations that help people. And not oftentimes is the differently able parent or family experience shared. But
Yes.
you know, with all my energy and an open book, you give some arts and some little bit of singing, we can talk about just about anything. But that's how we ease into those difficult conversations, right? Like
Yes.
domestic violence, like with my Onward and Upward
Mm.
show. We don't put it right in their face, but it is a real conversation clearly with everything that's going on in the world, especially in regards to domestic violence right now. That is a real conversation that needs to be had so we can get information and resources out, you know, to the women and men that are experiencing these wonderful these moments where they need help and maybe don't know what resources are out there or
Absolutely.
where to go, or because of their stature or status there's embarrassment and all of that. It's like let's help use the arts to heal,
Yes.
literally.
Oh, I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. Your inspiration comes from, I can imagine, like you said, a real life situation
Yes.
and everything. Where do you pull? Where do you feel like most of your creativity comes from?
Wow, everything. I get inspired from different things. Like I can go sit at the ocean, at the water,
Oh,
and
yes.
just that's my favorite place because that's the one place where my brain is not moving 50 miles an hour. It actually allows me to shut down everything to really listen and breathe. And I literally thank God for my husband. Again, I have to shout him out because he was
Yes.
like, baby, you take a break and
Yes.
go by yourself and go to the water and go. And I was like, "Ugh." And it just again, it opens up. That's how four ways happen, right? Being able to like shut everything down for a minute to just center myself. And so it's also TRS Productions came because as a performing artist, as a woman, as Lady Shadley, that is an outlet for me to be able to like even step outside, you know, the confines of real life and become this person, right? This other part of myself. TRS Kids and me pouring into the youth is because that comes from my childhood, right? Being to have an opportunity like Vincent Epps and DeShera Rainey in Norfolk State, see with Summer Arts Workshop,
Yes.
being able to have those greats pour into me, Juan Burrito, Vanessa, right? To be have them to pour into me at a young age, it helped to hone my skill set in. And then when it comes to like Malika on the Move, of course, being a differently able
Oh, yeah.
mother, wanted to help, you know, make it a lot easier for us to be able to get information and resources in regards to those families. So I took, you know what, it's so Dr. Ross Hammond on the Virginia Beach City Council said to me about a year ago, she said, Tanya, what you've done is you've taken pain points in your own life and turned them
Yeah.
to opportunity for others. And I never thought about it like that. But you know what? I used to get like in my mind, I'm like, why do I get so frustrated when people say, Tanya, you got too much going on? And I was like, this is why, because these are different parts of my life. I can't change my life.
Yes.
All I can do is
Absolutely.
change how I respond to it. So I just decided to create avenues and information and take that, you know, for the community. But these are just different facets of my life. So it's
Yes.
been fun to let people kind of start seeing. I take up like it's like the up balloons with all the different balloons that are happening. So
Yes.
all those different balloon things is all the TRS, all the empire. So depending on what side of the balloons you're standing on, you may not realize it's all this other amazing stuff going over here. But now we're learning how to turn the balloons so everybody can see everything.
Oh, I like that. How does your children inspire you? I can imagine, They're creative. I see you with your oldest son. It's just a blessing. It's beautiful. How do they inspire you?
Yeah, my kids inspire me every day. One, being able to find even their own way with what they do. Things like Tatiana, she loves doing art. She's into like painting and drawing and things. It's been really interesting watching Malachi come into his own with,
Yes.
finding even governor school and wanted to pursue that, because that was my thing. I never wanted to push performing arts on my kids. But if they
Yes.
naturally gravitate to it, I'm here for it, right?
It's in the blood. It's in the bloodstream, honey.
Well, I might have cheated just a little bit, because all of my kids, I was pregnant while I was performing. Like Malik,
Wow.
I was 6 months pregnant. Malachi, I was 7, and Tatiana, I had her 2 weeks after I got off stage, which probably I shouldn't have probably did that, but I was on there like juke joint, big belly and all over ODU in my juke joint show. But yeah, I find inspiration from them on the daily as they push through and navigate and share. And that's why I like those moments for us to like me kind of detach from all the things and like time with them, go to Williamsburg or go get a hotel room or something like that.
Yes.
And just be us, go to Cinema Cafe. Because I think that balance is really key. I don't really think it's work-life balance. I often say it's like a work-life harmony, because at any given time I'm giving a different percentage depending on what day it is, but I'll make sure that we get all the things done.
That is marvelous. Let's talk about what's happening around the town. What are you doing involved with? You mentioned Cascade just a minute ago. Tell us everything.
Yes, so Cascades Lounge is Friday nights. They have a Friday night live segment. Shout out to the owner over there, Miss Karen Stallings, and her husband, and Dee Polite is their like booking manager over there. They have the trio tonight down there from 8 to 11. We've just got our dates, which will be coming out soon for Live on Atlantic. So I'll be on 17th Street stage with the trio, and then we got a couple sidewalk spots down there too, and free entertainment, which is really cool. Tonight, Cascade, they have a $10 cover, but when we're down at Live on Atlantic, it's free. And a lot of people, bring their lawn chairs, bring their snacks, and people just kind of hang out with us for 2 or 3 hours and can't hang with us for a couple sets. But it's a really good time down there. Working on 4 ways to be able to do that project again, and we're getting revved up for our summer arts workshop. I'm very excited. We get started in June with that program. And so the summer arts workshop is we do a 7-week program with the kids in the summer. Super excited about it because we have it in the Governor School for the Arts building. So here's the powerful thing behind that, right? I have some students of mine that try to audition for governors and they may not get it, right? Mm-hmm. I had one student that they went an audition, did not get in, and was not going to come to the summer arts workshop that summer. Wow. I called her mother. I said, listen, you cannot not bring her to me. Right now isn't the time to go back the other way. She's got to keep, because she's almost there. We just got to tweak a little bit. I say, bring her back to me this summer. We worked through the summer. She did the show. We took some things, got her ready for her audition. She was one of the kids that made it in for next year to the government school. So this is what I mean when I say, really trying to make impact with these young people and pouring into them and not letting them get discouraged, because, especially in performing arts. And if you want to pursue this, you got to be able to take a couple no's.
Yes. And
still delivering the next audition in an hour, right? So you got to be able to do those things. And so I think that it gives us a testament to the power of me really believing in these kids and the impact that we're making in the community to make opportunities for these kids with that programming, with NAACP AXO, which is another great program. But I'm like, let's get these kids some scholarships, all that kind of thing. But I absolutely love all the things that are happening. And one of our biggest projects, which actually this is exclusive, you all are getting the first. Y'all are hearing the first, literally right here, right now. Literally, I haven't announced it just yet. So JFX, Juneteenth Freedom Experience, Juneteenth Festival. We've been doing it. This is our 5th year that we're doing the program. So the first 3 years we first started doing it as a production in 2020, 2015, 2016, as a way of just educating the community. In 2020, we went to the Slover Library and said, "Hey, we want to bring the show here." They're like, yes, let's do it. Let's partner. Matter of fact, you can have the space. I was like, great. We had a wonderful turnout, ran out of room, ran out of chairs, people looking through the windows and all of that. Great community experience. COVID hit in 2020, right?
Yes.
The whole world shut down. 2022, they say, hey, Ty, we want you to come back. Can you bring the show back? And we'll let everybody know we're open. I was like, yes, but listen, I need you to give me the whole library for about 4 hours, and then we'll end with the show. It was like, oh, that sounds great. And I was like, woo, I got in my car. I was like, hey, Melvin, yeah, work to do. So we did it in 2022. We had every floor of the library had different stations on it, from African drumming to drum circle to, and all the things that I saw in my vision in my head, we brought it to life. I saw the people coming from downtown Norfolk coming to the library because they heard the drums outside.
Yes.
The people were doing that. And so 2022, we did it there. 2023, we did it there. 2024, the library said, hey, so we want to take lead on it. And I said, hey, no, can't take lead.
Absolutely.
That came from my head and my heart. Like, no. So they were like, well, you can't have the whole library. I said, okay, well, give me, how much space can I get? And they said 3 floors. I said, okay, let me get 1, 3, and 6. I'll make that work. And then we shut down Bank Street, Plume Street, and took over MacArthur Park. So I said, I'll make it an indoor-outdoor experience. I need more room because I have all the more things, right? So we had food cooking demonstrations, we had DJs, we had entertainment, we had vendors, all the things were happening. This was 2024. And we also invited City Council to come out and see it. So shout out to Councilman JP Page. Shout out to former Councilwoman Danica Royster. She came, and she's always been a great supporter of TRS Kids. She's come through like every year we've had it. And also Mayor Alexander was there, and Miss Tiffany Buffalo. Yes. So I was able to bring them in to like say, hey, look, this is what we do with TRS. And so that was our last year doing it in 2024. Last year we went to Chesapeake Conference Center, had a great turnout there, had a wonderful time, and we became the JFX experience. So we also created an online portal, which yes, and it's really amazing. So I need everybody that is listening to share and tell people. Go to www.jfx757.com, www.jfx757.com. This online portal, not only does it has a digital download coloring book that talks about this swamp and its correlation to the Underground Railroad. It has pieces where you, like say, if you get inspired to want to share what freedom means to you, you can upload a song, you can upload a poem, but it's an online community that we've built. Shout out to Deanna Lindsay Lewis with Brand Smash Studios. She did a phenomenal job on this portal, creating this online space for us to be able to get together. So we'll also be doing updates there as well. But it's a wonderful thing. Then there's also a certificate that you get to get. Go through and matriculate a couple of the little mini courses, which they aren't long, just a couple minutes long. But once you go through the information and read through the information, then you get your personalized certificate with your name on it that says thank you for building to the legacy of what we're building. So I'm super excited. So this year, exclusive 2026, we are doing it at the Chesapeake Central Library. Super excited about Chesapeake Central. They heard about the project and was like, what do you need? And I said, okay, I need the whole building, and I need outside, and I need to do all the things. They were like, yes. So we're taking it exclusively to Chesapeake Central Library this year off of Cedar Road. This Albemarle Drive.
Yes. I'm cracking up at you. You talking about I want the whole building.
I need the whole thing.
You can stay in a room.
Yeah, so we're gonna have
the whole building.
We're gonna have like it's gonna be broken up in different zones, and so there's the kids zone area, there's a food truck area. There's a podcast area because we're gonna have Unks Politicking. Shout out to them. They're gonna be podcasting live that day. And again, the performances that are happening on our main stage, as well as areas for them to be able to do a puppet show. I wrote a puppet show. So shout out to Miss Erica with Gethsemane Community Puppets. They're going to be doing 2 shows. But I'm also going to be premiering a new puppet show that I wrote that talks about differences and celebrating differences. So we're going to have a Malik puppet premiere. And all the things. So it's a lot going on, Ms. Yolanda. It is a lot going on.
How can the community help? What things are needed?
Yes, honestly, if we are desperately looking as a 501c3 organization. We're looking for sponsors. We are looking for donors. There are sponsorship packages and vendor opportunities that will be available for JFX. And I will say this is something that I also take pride in. We do not do repeat vendors. So when we make the announcement that they're open, if we have a jewelry person, that will be the only one we have on site. If we have a hat person, that will be the only one. If there's a makeup person, whatever that is, because I really, again, take pride in having a variety of choices for the patrons that are coming to support the event and what's happening. And so we have one of each, unless it is like, for example, if they have jewelry, one makes wood and one makes like the blingy paparazzi or something like that. But otherwise, there's one of each of the types. So they can follow us again on Facebook, on IG. We're all social media platforms under TRS Productions and TRS Kids. And again, sponsorship opportunities, vendor opportunities that are coming out. donations, which is also, again, a tax write-off for all our business owners out there that may need to shift some funds in a positive light. Please consider us, because this is the impact work that we're doing. One of our biggest other projects we're working on right now, I've got a meeting next week, it's a community resilience hub. This is a big project, which is outside of the arts per se, but I love community impact, and we're trying to premiere it in Norfolk, hopefully, is to do it at a couple of recreation centers. And we partnered with Jonathan Cares. Shout out to Miss Beverly and Mr. Cliff Zimmerman Wright. And what they've done is they do food distribution. So they're able to get like things from Wegmans and Walmart and things and give it back out to the community. Well, okay, I said, well, we partnered with 4 of the ones they had last year, and I said, okay, well, let's keep that thing going, but I want to create something where that becomes a part of a larger experience. And so I created what was called the Community Resilience Hub, where the adults are going to rotate amongst stations, credit repair, the fire station, the fire department is partnering with this as well. They're interested in getting on board so we can have like crime prevention, fire safety training, and then health and wellness, so meal prep planning, and also, positive coping mechanisms. We're having not have so much yelling in the homes, but ways to kind of communicate more effectively. So while the adults are rotating stations, the kids are in another area doing a mock economy. So they get their little fake money. I need you to go pay that water bill. I need you to go pay that rent. Okay, you got $200 left. Are you going to buy them Jordans, or we going to Ross? Which store we going to? Right. So we can have a real conversation of wants versus needs. And then after everyone successfully rotates amongst these 3 stations for these 90 minutes, they get to go shop for free in the free community shop, where they'll have household goods, hygiene products, all the things. So if you give us an hour and a half to invest in them, they get to go shop for free. So again, we're building something special here in the community, and that's something else we're working on. We're hoping to, again, premiere it in Norfolk, but do it in every city. Because again, yes. It's happening. That's something.
It's happening. I see you out there on the social media streets doing all your work, and I know it doesn't just take one person, Tanya.
Yes.
Who's there with you? There's some folk that you are that are supporting you. Who are some of these folks?
I will say right now, people think there's more of us doing this than it is. It's not as many people as people think, and that's probably the thing too. Send help, right? Send volunteers. But my husband, the backbone, helps with the heavy lifting and all the things when it comes to a lot of the logistic things that I need to kind of get planned out for projects. My sister's really big with me on social media. Sheree Rollins, shout out to her. A lot of the social media things that you see posted on our pages and things are her work, is what she's helping to put out there. Recently we added Chantel Seals to the team to help out on organization. She did a great job with the 4 Ways project. And I'm one of those people, again, I'm gonna bring you in and I say, okay, let's see what you can do. And then I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna push you a little bit further than what you think you can do, because I think you can do it. So I kind of, she brought her in as stage manager and then had her doing lights and running my sound for the show. She was like, Miss Tori, I was like, you got it. And she did a fantastic job. But yeah, and then my brother helped share things and family and stuff like that. But like I said, there's not a lot of. I have my new intern Shania, who's with me. She's a high school student. She started with me this year, helping, and so that's kind of like the gist of the folk that are doing all the things. I do a lot of early 4 o'clock in the morning emailing and rescheduling, and 10 o'clock at night writing and doing. So we get it done.
I would love for my Young Women Achieving Success program to volunteer for some things.
Oh yeah,
let me know because they're always looking to. They love community service and stuff like that. They love community service. So we need
June 20th.
June 20th. Okay.
All hands on deck.
That is marvelous. We have Avis Wiggins that said, "Awesome job, Avis." Thank you. A lot of folk over here shouting you out.
Thank you.
Kaya, Tall Crow. We got Jesse. We have Brenda Carter, Tammy Durham, Gianna. We got so many folk up here shouting you out, liking your content and everything.
Go follow the page. Yep, go follow us.
This is absolutely fabulous to see you juggle all these things, because I'm like, I thought I was a busy person. And look, mine are grown. I got grown children. I'm still, it's so much. How in the world?
Yes, yes. And I said, and Melvin, my husband, he helped. He like when I got to navigate and do. And thank God he can cook. My God, he can cook. Thank you, Lord, he can cook. Yeah,
has gotten better since
he went to school for culinary arts too, so he can cook. And I'm like, thank you, Jesus. So while I'm ripping and running, he'll feed me on my way out the door. Love you, babe.
Has it gotten any easier since the children are growing up?
Oh yes, oh yes.
Okay.
Well, you know what? To a certain extent, because now the thing is not necessarily having to take them with me, but them having their own schedules.
Oh,
I've navigated, rehearsal schedules. Malachi is in Avenue Q rehearsal right now. They're doing a school rendition of Avenue Q this year, and so his rehearsal is getting out 8 o'clock at night, 8:45. So my boy been at school since 6 7 in the morning, and we gotta go out there at 9 o'clock at night go pick him up. But I'm like, hey, if this is what you want to do, I remember the days, son. I remember the days.
So you supporting them as they're growing up, and you're doing. I know they love what you do, and admire what you do as well. Your husband, is he an actor, or you say he could cook? Does he get involved in any of the plays or things like that?
He hasn't done anything in a while. But it's funny because my late mentor, DeShera Rainey, I was doing one of the shows. This was like 2 years after we met. We had been dating and stuff pretty seriously, and he came to one of the rehearsals to drop me off, and she was like, I need a salesperson, and he was like, all right, I'll do it. She's like, nah, Fred, get over here. He got over there like, read these lines, and that's he was in the show. He was a salesperson, like something, trying to sell like some kind of machine thing. So if need be, he'll fill in as needed.
Wow.
And we got our couples conversation show that's gonna be coming out again. We're about to start recording that new season for couples conversations, which real couples, real conversations. It was started out during COVID. It's supposed to be a one-time thing with our date night series, and people wanted to continue to hear the conversations, and so we've got some episodes that's going to be coming back out again in June with our new season rolling out. And I'm excited because some of the people that we had on our previous episodes, like during COVID and all of that, are now married, or they got kids, or it's like, oh, that's so cool to see they were seriously dating back then. Now that not that we was our doing, but I mean, I'm just saying we did, I'm just saying.
Absolutely.
But this is really cool to see their growth and see where they are in their life now. So we'll be doing some updates on some of the couples and everything. So excited about that too.
Tell us how we can just go to a site or wherever all this is, where we can see the whole picture. Because I know I've seen flashes of the was it Kwanzaa, the things that
right. Well, one of the performances that we did, with the Deltas. Delta.
Yeah, but I didn't know when certain things that you're having, I don't know it's happening until it happens. So before all this happens, how can we go to a site or somewhere to find out more about what you're doing?
Absolutely. So again, we're working on updating all of our systems and things now that kind of gives like a precursor leading up into the summer. But on our social media platforms, Facebook and all of that. And then they can also go to www.trskids.com. That has all of our information for our summer arts workshop, classes and things, as well as ways to like get in contact with us if y'all have any questions with scheduling. Because the kids will have their summer arts workshop, and then the last part of the year they'll be doing the last 3 parades, which is Neptune, Norfolk State Homecoming Parade, and Illumination Parade, and the kids really look forward to that. And those are opportunities when you talk about how can people help, sponsoring things like that, where we're able to have sponsorship dollars to go towards rental of the trailer and the costuming and things for the kids to be able to participate in the parades. And then there's banners could be used, logos or what have you, to shout out those sponsors that have helped us to make that thing happen for the kids, because we always try to feed the kids too, especially depending on the time of day, if it's really early or late in the evening, if we got to get there early to set up before they start shutting streets down. So we try to have like food and drinks for the kids, and they eat good. So again, shout out to Jonathan, who's normally like, we gonna cook some food for the babies, and Miss Beverly and Mr. Cliff. And like y'all, I'm like, they don't want to dance and sing. Y'all got to hear with rice and mashed potatoes and mac and cheese,
goodness,
and they got to go ahead and sing and dance. I'm like, y'all come on, stick to some sandwiches, please. No, but they're
They
sweetheart.
really eating good.
Yes, they
Wow.
takes care of us. And shout out to them as well. Another nonprofit again in the area. I'm doing some things, and then the Juneteenth experience again. www.jfx757.com. www.jfx757.com. As Chesapeake Library Systems should be uploading it to their calendars and all that thing as well. Come within this coming week of the times and the locations and having it all the different library sites and everything. So I'm excited, but I got some plans for 2026 next year too. Because I know Chesapeake gonna want me back over there, but I'm like, the JFX experience could be in multiple places. So
Absolutely. Well, you have my support, FYI support. I'm going to follow you a little bit closer so I can make sure I'm in the loop. Also,
yes.
to know when these are taking place. And like I said, we know you need volunteers and things for, the young people. I'm going to get with you and see what some of the needs are and
Absolutely.
everything, and see what we can do over on this side for
I appreciate it.
you.
I
But
appreciate it. Yeah,
I
it's
tell
great.
you, it is just wonderful knowing you. Like I said, ever since I've seen you doing that double dutch acting and all that, I was like, I'm gonna follow this young lady and just make sure I can support as much as I can. FYI, loves you, and we just thank you so much for being on. If there's any other information or any contact information that you want to shout out, you can do it now. Plus, if you
Yeah,
want to put it on my page so my followers and things can see what's going on.
absolutely. Absolutely. So I'll just shout out the websites one more time, www.jfx757.com. And I'll also mention when you all go to the site, you'll be able to see kind of some of the previous things, some of the why behind all the things. And then towards the bottom of the page, it tells you to join our online portal. I promise we don't bother you a lot, right? It's just a matter of getting you connected so that you can share the things and know what's happening through JFX, as well as be able to get to like the digital download coloring book and all the other wonderful things that we have in the portal. Also, our TRS Kids program at trskids.com. That's www.trskids.com. And you can give us a call at 757 201 2496. Again, 757 201 2496. Volunteers, sponsors, donors, people that want to be a part of the things, vendors, features, all the things. I'm building something here in 757. Big talent, small packages, but we are here. And I bring Broadway and VA. Let's go.
I tell you what, congratulations. So proud of you. And, I know you're going to continue to do well. Whatever we can do to support, that's what's going to happen. And I'm just so
Thank you.
glad that you have taken your precious time to be up here with me. I want you to come back now, Tanya. I need you to
Anytime,
come back.
anytime,
Okay, I
anytime.
love that. And we have an after dark show. Let me know if you need to come on sometime to talk with our
Okay.
audience. 6 p.m. We do Mondays, 6 p.m. If you need to come on and you have any topic that you feel like we should know about or information we should discuss, just let me know, okay?
Perfect. Sounds good.
All right. So look, you have a blessed weekend. Your shout out your event for tonight. Is it tonight?
Yes, yes. Tonight at Cascades, it is at from 8 to 11, and the address over there is 4453 Bonnie Road in Virginia Beach. With Elite Unwind. Again, shout out to Miss Karen and her husband over there for booking the band to come out and vibe a little bit, little R&B, little neo soul, little jazz. So we're gonna have a good time tonight. We're gonna vibe out. It's a vibe.
Oh, I love that. Look, well, you all have a wonderful, wonderful time this evening. Much success, and you be blessed. And we'll talk soon.
Thank you. All right. Have a great day,
Okay.
everybody. On purpose.
On purpose. I like that. Look, you guys. Oh man, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for your support. Tanya is awesome. I mean, the energy. She need to give me some of that energy. I know I got a lot, but whoo! I tell you what, hand me some of that energy, because Lord knows there's a lot of work that I still need to do, and a lot of things that I'm doing, and I'm just blessed to know her, and blessed, to just see the progress. I remember, like I said, meeting her for the first time, seeing her just continue to evolve, doing more, raising family, in the community. It's just really a wonderful thing to see growth in people that you know and people that you love. Um, Look, we have some upcoming shows. First of all, let me shout out some folk over here on TikTok. Jesse James, Jess, Sherry, D, is it Strother? I'm not quite sure if I'm doing that right. Um, Let me see who else. There's so many of you guys on Cheetos 1042. Sydney, hi. Mashila, hi. How are you? Lavelle, Porsano, am I pronouncing that right? James Hamilton, user 579161231. Pat, hello. Let's see. Is it Cordaro? Dr. Kimberly Edwards, Mesa Cora, I hope that's right. Brittany, hi. Richard, Deloge T, hello. Slimy, too slimy. That's cute. Um, let's see. Tickle, The River, Leon, Smith. Oh my goodness, Mr. Mac. Annie, how are you? Is it Leafy 8, J Jr., you are Liza, Liza Sue, I think it's Liza, Jewel Corporal, Emmanuel Mobile Care, let's see, MD, Rico, Ramos, I think that's how you pronounce the last, Trey, what is that? And Linda Duckworth. Let me see. AMIN. Oh boy, it's so many of you all wonderful folks on here. Sunset, Teddy Jones. Oh man, Willie King. So many. ADT, what is it? ADT, Arista. Got so many folk up here. Johnny, hi. Erica, hi. Bobby, hi. Sugar Plum, isn't that cute? Hermana, is that Hermana? Sack, Apple, listen, Egypt. I love these names. Jeanette, hello, Thomas. Is it Dad? Don't let me mess it up. It's DADAABAADEBAYO. Renee, beautiful soul is here. Angela Wallace, how are you? Clara, how are you? Buckin, Mary Buckins, hello. You all are just a marvel. Thank you so much for coming on. Dwayne, hi. Let's see, Kill, Don't Play. Kiki, is it Kiki? Yes, 37. So many of you on. Thank you for joining me today. Let me tell you about some upcoming shows. We have Money and More. We have Daryl coming up here. Daryl is a finance, oh my God, talking about money and investments and things like that. You all please don't forget to join us. He's going to be on Monday evenings, our After Dark show. He's on our Money and More segment, talking about finances, talking about how you can make money through, investments and things like that. I can't wait because this man is a genius, and we're looking forward to having him on. Then we also have Chris Hinton. He's going to come on. I told you all before, Real Estate 2026, what's going on in real estate, people still buying and selling and investing. Jason Baker, cryptocurrency. Of course, our Monday sports talk. Hopefully, we have our friend that's going to be on Monday. Uh, uh, on this Monday coming up. Did you all see the drafts? Did you all see the NFL drafts? I was too excited. It was absolutely marvelous. Little Jimmy, hi. J Rock, hello. Is it Armel? Armell. It was Glizzy Karen, Jaden, hi. It was absolutely fabulous. And so we're going to be talking about that. The NFL drafts on Monday. We're going to be talking about the playoffs, NBA playoffs on Monday. Sports Talk, please join me. And hopefully my special guest will be here. I'm not going to shout it out yet until he confirms. But we're looking forward to a wonderful show on Monday. Also, we're going to continue. Oh yeah, we do. We have. We just got so many folk coming on. I'm going to shout them out a little bit later. So we've got a couple of more people that I wanted to tell you all about. We're going to be talking about mental health, and we're going to be talking about, politics too, with one of my special guests coming on. We just got a lineup of some great folk. You all can be a special guest sponsor, intern as well. I told you all that. You need to inbox and let me know who you are, what you do, and what things that you have for FYI, for your information. And that's what we do, for your information, coming up with all kind of things, information that you may need in politics, in sports, in men's issues, women's issues, community, education, all kind of things. We highlight books, we highlight music, and we do all kind of stories for your information. We give you information on voting and things that are happening in our world. So, we can cover so many things, and you all can be a part of that. And I'll give you the contact information in a minute. But make sure you follow us on social media. If you're on any platform and you have not been over here at Y Hinton on TikTok, please come over here on TikTok and follow me. I follow you back. So those that are on Facebook Live, Twitter, and all those things, all those platforms, please come over and help us with these numbers over here at Y Hinton, YHINTON. And also, we've been wanting to really build our followers over on YouTube. So if you would, FYI radio show host Yolanda Hinton on YouTube, or you can go to Cristo Records 1, CRISTO Records 1. Give us some numbers, subscribe, and we will subscribe to your channels as well. Please help us out, get our numbers up, especially over here on TikTok. This is one, I think I've been on here maybe less than a year, possibly, and would really love to pull the numbers up. Please help me, follow me, and I'll follow you back. How you can get in touch, you can actually inbox where you are, whatever platform you're on, you can inbox me, inbox FYI. Because we have FYI on Facebook as well. One FYI over there. We got FYI everywhere. So please follow us on those platforms, okay? The information, if you want to send information, it's FYI radio show live at gmail.com. That's one of the contact that you can get your information to us, or if you want to just say hello, or if you want to just give information for any of our segments, it's FYI radio show live at gmail.com. If you want to be a sponsor or a special guest, that's the email that you send it to. Again, you can inbox wherever you are on what platform. That would be just gravy. So look, it's time for me to go. But You know, I got to get out here in this beautiful sunshine. Sheila Robbins, I know my good buddy, my pal, is up here on Facebook. And all those that I don't see on Facebook, let me see if I can go to my other platform here and see you all. Um, yeah, so we really, 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 really want to thank you again. Want you to have a great time this weekend. What are you all going to do this weekend? What's happening? Anything that we need to know? We have around the town. If anything's happening in your city, anything happening in your world, your state, please share with us. We'll shout those things out and everything. So, do we have? Let's see, Avis Wiggins, Kenneth Thomas, and Melvin Flint. Good morning. So many folk up here. Let's see. But anyway, make sure, little Jimmy High, is it Fish Ray, I believe. Yeah, Bisky. Mark Howard, what you doing? How are you? Jody, let's see, Kevin, um, AM1, AA, I believe that's what it is. Renee White, 390, hello. Oh, if I missed you, so sorry. But we want to thank you. Sherry High, we want to thank you for uh, everything. Sydney, Lloyd, you all are a blessing to me. So look, I gotta go. Go enjoy this weekend. I got some fun things I want to do this weekend, and I look forward to just, having a good time, pampering myself, getting out there, enjoying the family, and just enjoying some of the things that's going on here. Cheetos 1042. Just enjoying the things that are going on here in this area. Speaking of around the town, we have some things going on the ocean front. We have for those that are not from here, Virginia Beach, we have the resort area, big time resort area, and they're having a festival down there at the ocean front, Virginia Beach ocean front, um, uh, this weekend. This Saturday, you all should come out and enjoy what we have right here in the Virginia Beach area. Also, the Tide games. Don't forget, there's a Tide game going on. All those baseball fans. I hope I get a chance to go. I may get a chance to go, or if not, I'm going to experience the Tide games. It's right in my own backyard here in Hampton Roads, and I haven't been to one yet. So I haven't gone to a Tides game. My grandson has, my son has, and we're going to experience that and more. Don't forget Monday Sports Talk. Make sure you join me and my guests for our sports talk and more. So be blessed. I'm going to tell you what, I think I'm going to say goodbye to TikTok first. And then we're going to say goodbye to our Facebook friends, our Facebook friends, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram. We're going to say bye-bye. Jesse James. See you guys. See you guys.